Atlanta was pressuring them to incorporate in rap. Answer, no. Skyy don't know how to do that. You know, they need help to do it. So what they did was they brought in producers to help. Them motherfuckers didn't help.
Hey, Smoke! Ho! Hey, Paradise, Master Rock. Hey, Trina! Yeah.
Lovers, if you have not already done so, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, let's talk about TVOne's Unsung Skyy. Skyy wasn't my favorite. They really didn't have all the hits that I liked, but they did enough, okay? And what we're going to do is try to make this episode interesting because y'all was saying, oh, that shit was boring. What happened to Skyy was the same thing that happened to a lot of groups around that time. It was the death of disco. I told y'all disco was one of my most favorite music genres, okay? What's happening with disco, or what happened with disco is happening now with R&B, okay? I don't know why, but the people just woke up one day and was like, I'm sick of this shit. They were talking about how they had top 10 dance hits. I don't even know now if that is even a category anymore, you know? So when it comes down to disco, although they're not making that music no more, I wish that, you know, artists that have the platform to make a song with a disco groove to it would do it, so that maybe they could, you know, bring some of these people back, or, you know, do it even with the R&B, you know, like even with R&B, people ain't doing it no more. I don't know why, you know, I'm not a record exec. I don't fucking know why. And you know how I like to do, I like to talk about the things that TVOne leaves out, because I believe that TVOne kind of cleans up a lot. Okay. And I know it's because you don't want to make African-American groups appear, you know, just a mess. I can dig that, especially they did that with Christopher Williams. And by the way, all y'all was like, Nay, I don't know why you thinking that dude ain't do drugs. I'm like, why didn't I think that nigga did drugs? I thought he was, but all of y'all was like, oh, he must got shingles. My bad, I don't know. Because y'all told me that nigga just got arrested for stealing, I don't know, a tire iron, something. Okay, but my bad, I thought the nigga was clean because they didn't talk about it on TVOne. But what I'm realizing is that TVOne likes to keep their stuff as clean as possible. The group Skyy itself, they describe their music of having a smooth, classy funk, okay? They had them three sisters, which I'm going to talk about when it comes down to the three sisters in a minute, because they be leaving some stuff out that I be needing to be like, wait a minute, TVOne. Y'all not discussing the obvious, goddamn. 8 top 20 hits and 3 number ones. Now, the group originated in Brooklyn. Okay, the sisters were Denise, Bonnie, and Dolores Bedford. Okay, their mother did housekeeping and their dad worked for transit, meaning Metro, if you're from the DC area, Metro. Okay, I think down here in Atlanta they call it DeMarta. DeMarta. No, it's MARTA. DeMarta. At first, the sisters, who were already singing together in a school that specialized in music, one more girl had got into it, so then it was the three sisters plus one. They're not yet Skyy, but, you know, they're already singing in the neighborhood. They are well known. What happened was the high school band music teacher, whoever it was, went to the mammy, okay, and said, Mammy, look, okay, your girls got something special. I want to introduce them down there to the Motown. Answer, no. Mammy said no. Okay, and good thing, Mammy, because when I read the Rick James book, Rick James was saying that everybody was fucking everybody. Age didn't matter down there to the Motown. Plus, it was pimps over there. I'm glad you didn't send your daughters around there to the Motown, or at least not then, okay? Because Motown is responsible for helping a lot of people to find their success. Now, Motown, after reading all these books, hey, Motown, I don't know about you, sir. I don't know. So after the band head man went to the mammy and said, "Mammy, your girl's got something special," and the mammy said, "Answer no," what ended up happening was the girls started taking it serious and going, "Well, damn, for real, we can maybe make something big out of this." They were somehow affiliated with Miss Black America, and this is how they met up with the guy Randy Miller. Randy Miller was a writer and an arranger for BT Express. Hold tight. Go on and do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, born and ready. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Go on and do it. So in Thomas Jefferson High School, they met with a guy, Solomon Roberts, friends to Randy, the songwriter and arranger for BT Express. That's a bad motherfucker. I'm already impressed. Okay, I'm already impressed. Solomon Roberts, the producer and the drummer, who was friends to Randy Miller, the arranger and songwriter for BT Express, they came up with Skyy. So in 1978, Skyy signed to Soul Records. By 1979, they had a song called First Time Around. It was disco, and it hit at number 20. And it was doing well in all the New York dance clubs. They did about 3 albums in a year, including Here's to You, which hit 23 on the pop and 25 on the dance charts. Do they still have dance charts, y'all? I don't think they do. Now, Denise became the signature voice, okay, when it comes down to all 3 girls. Yeah, because, yeah, you know. But no denying it that all 3 sisters were harmonious together. Oh, my God, I loved it. The look of the group was space. So true, because back then everybody wanted to be a Martian. I don't know why. You know, black folks was just really into space and karate back then. I mean, if you figure it out, tell me. But anyway, they was around there with silver jumpsuits on, getting it in. So in 1981, they released Skyline, but this time without the spacesuits, okay? And what was going on was the people, the producer people or the record execs, whoever it was saying, listen, Clarence, we need to add in some controversy, okay? You need to make it be like a soap opera because, you know, people they want drama, which is true. People want drama because for some reason they get entertained by the drama, okay? But what it did was it shifted a lot of things between the male-female dynamic, okay? And what we're talking about is Call Me. Y'all know that song, Call Me. If you need someone to talk to, call me. Satisfaction guaranteed. Meaning that, okay, me and your girl is good, but I'm still gonna crawl on top of you anyway. Okay? All right. So here's my number and here's a dime. Bitch, I'm giving you the dime to call me. Call me anytime. So that became a #1 R&B album and it went gold. Your Girlfriend is a friend of mine. What they said was the song Call Me was liberated for women. It gave women the okay to go up to a man to give him her number. Because like I told y'all, we didn't have phones to be like, okay, put your number in my phone. We didn't have that back then. We used to find a piece of paper, you know, a little piece of paper, anything, girl, anything. Piece of paper, tear it. You had to find your old pen. Real life. This is what you had to do, child. Even if you was in your car, okay? Even if you was in your car. Write down your number. Nay. Eat a dick. And here you go. You put it in your pocket and hope to God you remember before your mammy wash your clothes. And I don't have a dime. Damn, that was a long time ago. The last time I used a payphone, it was 35 cents. To use a play phone. But you know, she was saying, here's the number and the dime, baby. Everything is on me. Okay. Call me anytime. That motherfucker was controversial. I was like, is that okay? Then they signed on to go on tour for 13 months with Kool and the Gang. Nigga, or what you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? Hey, what you gonna do? Dolores, the smallest sister. Now I'm saying the smallest sister for a reason. Dolores, the smallest sister, she had a baby. Okay, so she was gone for the first leg of the tour. In 1982, Bonnie got married. And then Denise married the manager for Gloria Gaynor. So the women were having their own lives going on while still trying to be a member of Skyy. That's why I see a lot of women put their lives on hold whenever they're in the forefront of entertainment, okay? Because you got to put all that stuff on hold. Nicki Minaj, I need you to hurry up and have a baby, girl. I need you to hurry up and do it because that pussy is getting so old. Let's say this. You had the smaller sister, and then you had, it looked like they were twins, but they may not have been twins. You had the medium sister, and then you had the larger sister, right? And I'm talking about in height. But now I'm about to get into it because it was special in the 70s and 80s because it wasn't until the 90s that you had to look a certain way. In the 70s and the 80s, all you needed was talent. You didn't have to be this bombshell type, you know, beautiful, long hair, Beyonce type person. The fact of the matter is the standard now is Beyonce. It's obvious, okay, that one of the sisters were much larger. I mean, much, much larger. And trust me, the way that Lizzo gets it, and yes, Lizzo is over the top. She's very over the top. You know, I don't want to see your twerky ass all the time. I don't even want to see the perfect ass twerking all the time, goddamn. Her country is too shallow to have allowed sisters or one of the sisters to be that big. They would have been on her neck. You heard me. They would have been right here on her neck about her weight. Now, if they did say it, or if that was the case, this is the reason why I don't really care for TVOne's Unsung sometimes, because they don't tell you the whole truth. I'm starting to notice that because I noticed that particular sister over the years started to get bigger. And I'm just saying to myself, damn, luckily she came out in a different time because they would have booed her ass off the stage for coming out like that. I'm a BBW myself. I don't have a problem with that. And last time I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave my weight out of this. But just thank goodness that she came up in that era, because remember when, what's her name? The one who could really sing, Kelly Price, they wouldn't even allow her to be on the forefront of Bad Boy because of the way she looked. And that was in the 90s. So in the 70s and 80s, you could get away with that. But the turn of the 90s, if you didn't have that certain look, nigga, you wasn't getting through. 1982, they were on American Bandstand singing Let's Celebrate. Y'all, I loved American Bandstand. I loved Diggity Clarkity. Oh, I loved him. He seemed like the best guy in the world, you know? Like he was rich as a motherfucker. He owned everything and I loved it. The death of disco was a killer to the group, okay? So the next 3 albums, they had no top singles. I hate to see good music die. I do. Y'all need to bring back disco. South Soul Records went out of business. And maybe because he pretty much relied on Skyy's music to keep him afloat. I mean, you got to have your hands in all kinds of pots, baby. Up all kinds of skirts. Okay, you can't just be relying on one bitch pussy. You got to rely on 3. That's why pimps be having more than one hoe. Now, what Sal said was that he couldn't grasp the concept of rap music. I believe a lot of people who were trying to transition from disco to rap or hip hop couldn't do it because hip hop was coming in, and it was coming in hard. 2 years later at Capitol Records, Skyy did Giving It To You. That was number 8. It was their first hit in 4 years. The album failed to chart. They were dropped from that label. In 1989, they're with Atlantic Records. And here we are, Start of a Romance. It was a number 1 hit. In fact, it was a number 1 hit for 19 weeks. Clarence. So what the group said also is that comebacks rarely happen. Very true. Very, very true. And we had our 3rd number 1, which was It's Real Love. Don't be afraid of the way it feels. My Judy. Let me tell you, I don't know why, but all my Judys are always Cancers. I don't know why. Maybe because they just teach me. Cancers do teach you how to love. But my Judy, Candace, Okay, that was her song. It's real love. She loved that song. Atlanta was pressuring them to incorporate in rap. Answer, no. Skyy don't know how to do that. You know, they need help to do it. So what they did was they brought in producers to help. Them motherfuckers didn't help. In 1992, Near to You was dropped by Skyy. Okay, Atlanta dropped them. What the group said was that everything just faded to black, meaning that everything just stopped. You know, that's kind of like how I did my breakups when I was young. I just stopped picking up the phone and calling. You know, I was so, I don't know, you know, don't hate me. Okay, don't hate me, but, you know, and all my boyfriends that I just stopped calling, I'm sorry. They said everything just faded to black. Okay, everybody just disbanded, right? So the group broke up and it was over. So what they said was that they had to go back to their lives without Skyy. Child, ooh. So all I'm gonna say is, you know, when we fall, when regular people fall, we just, you know, fall. When you are up there in the limelight, oh baby, the fall is a lot harder and a lot quicker, girl. And along the way, they'd be grabbing pipes and boogity shugity and bitches and maybe a man and maybe a tire iron and maybe, you know, a car, you know, Orlando Brown, somebody, okay, or something. They grabbing somebody on the way down. What made me feel good was that the sisters began to tour as the ladies of Skyy, because you know they can't use Skyy. They can't use that name, girl. They can't use that motherfucker because then you get sued. So they called themselves the ladies of Skyy. And they were able to book gigs, which is good because, you know, real talk, all you really need is old DJ. You know, with my ass, all we need is old boombox and a tape recorder with my ass and just hit play and we sing over the record with me, you know, but that's why I ain't no, you know, singer or no celebrity, but they're doing very well as the Sisters of Skyy. Anyway, lovers, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. You all have a good one and stay safe. Peace.